All right, here we are, hole number 5, guys. So let's see if we can't figure this hole out. I would imagine they're going to give us some sort of tailwind, which is pretty typical for pro par 5s. With that wind, realistically, you can go kind of either direction. You'll see my opponent's going to go right. I'll let you watch this and see what they do. And then I'll go left, and that'll give you kind of a best of both worlds so you can see. I would imagine he could probably overpower a little bit more than that. Surprised that he's backing off. Let's see. Let's hope that he clears the rough so he's not too far back. Nope. So should have went just a little bit more overpowered. Do keep that in mind. But also do keep in mind that you're shooting down to lower ground. So that's going to make the ball carry a little bit longer. So you will need to just be a little bit careful, as it will like to shoot well down beyond what it shows. So do keep that in mind. So it won't be the normal 1-to-1. So for instance here, I may be 9 rings from the edge. But I'm probably going to back off just a little bit from full here. Even though it's only 6 miles per hour, it could potentially go that much. Like that's... So you can see I'm not going to quite go full. And we just need to get, with the QB, I would imagine near perfect ball. But you can see how far that actually was going. And you can also see that's plenty. So I'm to the end of the fairway, barely any topspin. I mean, I only use 3 or 4 bars. That's all I have. Like I used whatever max is, which is just a shade. It might be just a shade under 4 bars, and it's plenty. You can also see that the ball did land close to the edge, kind of exactly how I'm mentioning. The target starts at higher ground. The ball lands at lower ground. The glitch in the way that the game works when you're pointed at higher ground, it automatically makes the ball carry farther. So not to mention, we do have a tailwind scenario, which is also going to make it typically, I'd say land maybe 30% extra, which if you're using the Golf Clash notebook ring values, it would factor that in for you, so you wouldn't need to go extra rings, but you would know, using that tool, it would basically tell you, with that wind that it's probably going to fly 7, 8 rings down. Probably 8 rings down or something. But in addition to that, you'll also have to factor in that you're pointed at higher ground. So it's going to fly an extra ring or 2 just because of that as well. So it's a 2-part thing that you need to factor in that one scenario. So do keep that in mind. You can see we are nearly close to max club here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of gently put that ball guide just a little bit short, and we may go pretty close to a max adjustment. So I'm going to go maybe 5.5 rings. So let's just try 5.5 here. Got my perfect. It's one of the few times that I can actually get perfect on this hole. But you can also see that the wind effect kind of takes it to the left. I wasn't sure how it was going to react, but it was probably about a yard left. So you may want to just set your ball guide up, maybe 1 yard to the right of the cup, more or less. So play around with that. That's going to be the biggest key there, is if you can master that ball guide offset, good opportunity for albatross there. So keep that in mind. Good luck with that hole, and see you guys on the next one.